Hello there, English speakers, and welcome to a quite normal but big Norwegian spruce. And you can see that it has a little bit of old branches there that makes it look well, old. But there is a mutation of it called wart spruce, and that doesn't have an English name, so it's tuberculata. So these are called Picea ABS, but Picea ABS F tuberculata, they look more like a pineapple sort of, but with much bigger sort of warts that grow out on it. And I have an image of one of those trees that look abnormal even for being an abnormal tree. So that's interesting. But we'll look at some other trees and talk about some news. But let's start by taking a big, deep spruce breath. So there are comets coming. On the 20th to 23rd of August, you can see Lemon and Swan, or Swan, that I have named them to. They have some numbers also, but I don't care. So if you want to see them, they are pretty hard to see actually. You have to be in a very dark place, and they are almost or maybe visible for the human eye. They have brightness 4, but you don't need that to see that this is a linden, a small-leaved linden. I prefer to call them linden instead of lime, because that's confusing. I still haven't heard anything from X for 1 week, and I'm suspended for being a bot, which is ridiculous. Maybe I commented too much and the same comment to the same comment, but that should be allowed, or at least I should not be totally suspended. Maybe that they could limit my posting or something. So here we have birch with a white stem. I do not know how to contact them. I did have another account, a backup account, but that's banned without any notice actually. They did not even email me about it, so that's weird. Maybe because it's associated with others, I don't know. But it's stupid of X, and there are few places to shame X. Maybe I can go after the users that are on other platforms if they are big enough, and well, shame to X that are censoring people for no good reason, and that I'm not even able to contact them even though I'm paying for X. And this is of course an elm. I think it's a witch elm. It's a little bit unclear. They are usually having some sickness in Sweden, but this one seems to be only sick due to autumn. That picture this app says that trees are feeling sick. No, they are preparing for winter. So that's a little bit fun to see all the time. So these JFK-files that Luna was requesting, they have now been released in Russian. And what are they about? They are about, there are 350 pages in Russian and images and stuff, and it's about different kinds of diplomacy. It's not from KGB exactly, but it's from, well, their State Department sort of. So they are talking about the Kennedy-Khrushchev bridge, the peace bridge between Alaska and Siberia. And here you don't have a rowan. This is an ash, not a mountain ash, but a real ash. So not so interesting, just as I said. Maybe if you are into history when it comes to geopolitics. And here you have not a normal linden. So this is the large leaved linden. They don't really grow up here in the north, but sometimes they do anyway. Charlie Kirk, I still haven't seen anyone shoot a dummy, but now they are requesting it. Someone is offering $70,000 if you can blow up a dummy by shooting it from the front, so that the t-shirt behaves like it did on all the videos that we have. That will of course not be possible, but I want to see a dummy getting shot from above and see if you can replicate something like what we saw, or if someone with a shape charge can also do this exact effect. Here we have a Swiss stone pine that you saw a lot of at the church or in the graveyard, where they also have them. Ben Gvir is telling the truth as usual, or he has been lying, it's said, but yeah, he said, yeah, I totally tortured Greta. So first of all, as usual, all these Zionist Satan worshippers, they said, no, Greta is of course lying. And then the Israeli Minister of Prisons also, he's the security minister and is in charge of all the torture prisons. And Ben Gvir says that we totally did that. So that people still give any credit to any kind of Zionist, they are all people who need to be isolated and ridiculed and, well, just locked out from everything. And Israel, of course, bombed Lebanon now because they are demons, and they will continue to do this until we are all dead, and people don't seem to care. There is too much else to care about, apparently, but they need to have more accidents there. Some setbacks for the neocons. There is a Seth Moulton. He is a Democrat from Massachusetts in the House, and he says that he has returned all his AIPAC money. So he's still a Zionist, but AIPAC has been totally controlled by Netanyahu, and he doesn't like that because, well, he's pro-Israeli opposition. So it's weird that the opposition to Netanyahu has actually accepted that AIPAC are totally screwing them. So they do everything that they can against, well, the Israeli opposition, AIPAC. So Netanyahu has total control over AIPAC. That does not work for Israel, but works for Netanyahu, is my feeling. Zoran Mamdani is trying to get to become the mayor of New York, and that is going well for him. Do you think that he's some anti-Jewish supremacist? Of course he isn't. He says a lot of things that focus on New York, etc., and don't care about Israel, as the others have been saying. But he has donors, Jewish donors, leftist Jewish donors, and what do they want? They want to buy and sell sex, of course. So he wants to decriminalize prostitution in New York, a sticky alder or a black alder, and of course some willows, silver willows. I'm also against criminalizing prostitution in general. I'm against prostitution, but on the other hand, if you have criminal laws about it, well, that's problematic. But I don't have a good solution except for making sure that people don't end up in prostitution. Have you tried out the gas libel? So every time someone mentions something that you are a total Nazi, and then you should not say something like, no, I'm not. You should tell them, oh, you're spreading gas libel. So you're spreading these lies about gas chambers and stuff. And that's, of course, racist against all Europeans. So try that out, gas libel. And of course, that's something that X is doing on me, calling me a robot. So that's also a form of gas libel. And I hope that someone can help me with X, or if X finally wakes up and responds to my appeal. But with that, I will stop whining. Have a look at those strange wart spruce images, and you can read some Finnish about it if you want. They are really rare, so there is not much information. A little bit more in Finland, maybe in Russian also.